just looking forward to the opportunity to get back on the field in another great challenge in hosting South Carolina, a team that's very, very much improved. They've had a difficult SEC schedule to this point, and then really have put it together the past couple of weeks, and they're playing at a very high level. I'm sure it's very good for them with a new quarterback, a transfer quarterback, to get some reps under his belt, the success they've had the past couple of weeks, and the improvement that the team has made under Shane from year one to year two is evident. And again, we're looking forward to the challenge. We know it's always a very good game with us in South Carolina, and so just worried about our team and cleaning up some of the simple mistakes we made a week ago. As I mentioned, I felt like we did a lot of really good things and left some points on the field, obviously, and we can't do that against another SEC team.
For questions, press 10, and we'll begin with Connor O'Gara of Saturday Down South.
Hey, Mark. Wanted to ask about Quinn Judkins, the Ole Miss running back that you saw last week. What impressed you about his play?
Very explosive, very tough to get down, good balance, speed, explosive. So, it's they have several really good backs, and obviously they can create some explosive plays with the tempo and things that they do.
What do you think his potential is in this league? You've seen a lot of great backs kind of come in, but to see kind of what he was doing as a true freshman, just what do you think a potential is for a guy like that?
No, I think, without a doubt, his potential to be, one of the big-time players in this league. He already is, and, probably the sky's the limit for him. It seems like he's got a great attitude. He plays extremely hard, and he's a complete back at a young age, so that says a lot about him and the coaching that he's getting there.
Thanks, Mark.
Yep, thank you.
Next is Gary Graves of the Associated Press.
Hey, good afternoon, Mark.
How are you?
All right. You were saying earlier this week, Will is still your guy and everything. But I guess in terms of the team, did it take a little extra time to kind of get over the loss, because of the mistakes that you alluded to and just how close you came?
No, I really didn't feel that. I felt like our players, you always get in on Monday, and Sundays are hard, on the coaches. We obviously get back to work, and players have the day off, so it feels like an eternity till you get with our players. And we get back together on Monday afternoon and watch the film and have a team meeting and move on to the next opponent. And win or lose, you have to put it behind us. And I felt like the team did a good job. Now, I mean, we're physically in a spot where we're banged up more than we are mentally. I mean, it is what it is. It's a tough grind. Whether you win or lose, you have to be prepared and get ready for the next opponent. And I felt like, our team handled it good on Monday and Tuesday, and we'll get back at it today.
As a follow-up, looking back on that game, Ole Miss's physicality was that something, I don't want to say surprised you, but do they seem like they've kind of taken it up a notch in terms of how aggressive they are?
Well, yeah, it doesn't surprise me at all. I mean, everything was evident on tape, and they play really hard, and I think Lane's done a great job there, and it says a lot about him and what you have to be a successful coach, and adapt to the strengths of your team, and offensively they're still very explosive, and and can still create big plays. And defensively, they're playing extremely hard and bring a lot of different pressures, and that kind of gets his defense going. And they're playing at a very, very high level and very sound across the board. And I thought it was a great game. Again, we made mistakes, but we knew it was going to be a tough environment going on the road. And second SEC opponent, we had to go on the road against a ranked team, and had a great opportunity to win, and it didn't happen that way. So you have to credit them and take a good look at yourself.
Thanks.
Yep.
Next is Steve Moulton of WZZN.
Coach, appreciate the time, sir. Hope you're doing well.
Doing great, thank you.
hard not to be impressed with Barry and Brown and what we saw specifically there in Oxford. But how often do you see that explosiveness even in practice by Barry and Coach?
Yeah, he's very, very explosive and getting better with every opportunity as he's getting stronger. Getting adapted to the speed of the SEC. He's got it very, very talented. And yes, you see it every day. And it's nice to see the youngster out there because they seem to be able to play forever, which you love it because they're right back on the field on Monday and Tuesday and practicing fast, playing fast, and looking good. So him and Dane both as freshmen, and we got to continue to get Tavion involved because he's a very good player for us as well.
And forgive me for, in case you were asked this earlier in the week, I did not see your press conference, but about Chris Rodriguez of that long time off of evaluating the tape. How did he look to you once you evaluated him in game one?
He really played like we thought he would and like he's capable of. Definitely, I'd say, I just noticed it. I wouldn't say he necessarily noticed it on tape, but during the game I could tell he just, with the anxiousness and being hyped up to play the game, big game on the road, and getting his feet up underneath him, I think it's fair to say, he'll get better with a game under his belt and getting some game reps. And he's obviously in great shape. He worked extremely hard during his time off, but there's a difference between playing at game level and just training. So I thought he did a really good job for us.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep, thank you.
Next is Glenn Gilbo of Outkick.
Coach, I was wondering if when you looked on replay, or maybe what you thought at first, Will's second fumble, was he close to being in the act of passing, or what did you think?
Yes, he was close, but he wasn't. It's correct call and very, very close and unfortunate. I think there's things we could do better, and with that particular play, and and I can't blame Will. And the play design was set for a little, maybe a fraction long for being in the red zone, but we tried to chip and help a young tackle. We probably could have laid on it a little longer, but it was a very close play, but correct call.
Thank you.
Yep.
Next is AP Stedham of WHEP.
Hey, Coach.
How you doing?
Good, Coach. Thank you. Doing well. Coach, what have you seen from Spencer Rattler as he's adapted to this new system at South Carolina? And then I was going to ask you about your kicking game. When things don't go right, you talk to somebody about your specialist, or what can you do to find some solutions in that area?
Yeah. With Spencer, you just see a guy that's getting more and more comfortable in a new environment, in a new system that's, very talented. They do a really nice job with them. They really push their passing attack vertical, trying to create some shot plays, and obviously on first, second down, play action, maxing things up and giving him an opportunity to push the ball down the field because he's got a big arm. He could make all the throws, and he's also very hard to get down. He's very smooth back there, and so you got to be very disciplined in your rush lanes as well. And then, with the kicking game, it's routine. We work on it every day. We've been pretty sound through the years, and Ruffalo has been a very reliable kicker for us. And he just kicked one a little low, on the extra point. There was a little bit of penetration, but really on the kick. And then the next time we get a snap that's again a touch low, but I expect the holder to be able to get it and put it down. And so we have some guys that we can analyze the tape and send it to and get some expertise in that area and constantly striving to get the little things done. But it's routine, and as we talk about it all the time, you need to make the routine look routine, and we didn't do that in that case. As far as the field goal, he hit a good kick. He just pulled it. 6 inches left. It's going to happen here and there. So can't happen in those environments though.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.
It's going to be all for today, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.